Bumble. What's up? Welcome in the chat. I'm fully expecting these to break into 1,000 pieces. That is my professional observation. Oh boy. Today I'm probably gonna make another one of these. Big old Pickwick. So we'll see what comes from it. But basically like a big old blade, essentially. What's up, y'all? Ed, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Just now getting started. Got the dog behind me somewhere. So we're rocking and rolling. Now I'm fully expecting these to break, like I was just mentioning. They are very weak, very fractured in the middle, and don't expect them to hold up. But if they do, it'll be a nice surprise. So we'll take it little by little, see what the stone gives us, and have a little fun along the way. Yeah, a lot of cracks. Looks like this one goes all the way through. This one goes across. This one goes across. But we're gonna have fun with it. What's up, y'all? What's up? All right. And some of the flakes I'll put over here and throw in a box somewhere. So. Yeah, I just thought I'd hang out. Do a little bit of napping today. Nothing crazy. Nothing too crazy. Alright, what's up to everybody joining? Am I making a spearhead? What's up, Angela? So technically, I'm trying to make something like this, which is just a big blade, sharp blade, so you can haft on a knife and cut with it. But anyways, I kind of whittle this down until it looks something like that. So just kind of making a big blade mostly. What's up, Ed? A little bigger than an arrow point, just a little bit. Megalodon, yeah, something like that. Something like that. What you think, Marshall? Again, fully expecting this to break. It's got so many seams and cracks and fractures, but we're just gonna have fun with it. Yep. So there's one of them. There's one of them. Now I think this one's solid enough to make something from. For sure. So I'm gonna put that in a box for somebody to have. But yeah, that seam just goes all the way through. Looks like through here. And it is just a brutal one. That's gonna have to come off. That's tragic. Unless we can pull some magic off, but I'm kind of doubtful. Let's take a peek here. See, because there's another one right there. Yep, there it popped out finally. Marshall. Oh, good boy. You be careful down there. You're You're in the zone. Auto zone. Mike can make it out. Wow, already we got quite a few. What's up, John? What's up, Eric? This one has a lot of fractures in it, but we're working it down. We're gonna see what we can do with it. It's a raw piece of Georgia Jasper. I'm gonna save some of the flakes, put them in a box for somebody. But yeah, not again. I don't think it'll hold together, but if anything, we'll get some flakes off of it, and I've got quite a few more of these little spalls that I want to whittle down. Just some good old raw Jasper. I finished up the point I was working yesterday, and it came out really good. I just showed it. I'll show it here again in a second. Just a big old pickwick. Came out insane. John, Eric, what's up? Sam's here. What's up, Sam? Eric and John and Ed. OMG, you're destroying this earth. Ugh, I tell you what, it's just the worst. Jared, what's up, Jared? Happy to have you in here. Y'all encourage me to keep going and keep doing this, so I do appreciate it. I do. And as I've been saying, I think this piece will probably end up breaking because of just this weird seam going through it. But yeah, we're just kind of chilling, having fun today. About to find out. About to find out right here. Huh. Actually semi-held together. Only problem is it's not the only seam, so we got our work cut out for us. Yep, this will probably break. Probably. But we whittled it down enough. See, yep, there it went. And you can tell the discoloration in there. So you have kind of the nice, slick Jasper. And this actually is kind of a druzy pocket, the whole thing. I don't know if you can tell. So you have like the Jasper here. This whole thing is like an itty bitty druzy pocket. I say itty bitty, it covers the whole span of the side there. Pretty obvious to tell. Same thing on this side. Just one of those things, it's part of the stone, natural part of the stone. Sometimes you can keep them together and make some really cool points, and other times you can't. And that's just part of it. Again, very likely can make something out of this, so we'll save it for sure. This one's a little bit bigger, and you can probably already tell that it's got some seams through it. It's got some little pockets got to get through, got some little challenge areas, got some rougher stuff on this side. No idea if we'll make something from it. It's kind of an iffy one, but we'll see, we'll see. Joe's here. What's up? Eric says, I'm up in Canada. How far do you send your works? Pretty much anywhere, honestly. Hi, Jake. I told a buddy of mine what you told me about getting rid of chunky ridges. It was a huge dude. I'm thrilled to hear that. Thrilled to hear that. It's cool to see any nappers go live. Thanks. Looks like a tough stone. Yeah, that particular stone was a little bit tough. Always cool when a guy got you. You ever break it in a bad way? I have before, for sure. Very good instructions. Thanks, Sam. Oopsie, ha. Was the Pickwick out of Buffalo River? Have you not finished that one yet? No, it's finished. It's out of Georgia Jasper. Same stuff that I'm working. It's just a more consistent piece. There, you see it in the sunlight. Or the Walmart light, I should say. Oh, crud, I just forgot I'm not on the charger. Hold up here. This doesn't, I was on 1%. That's crazy. That is crazy. Now, again, I'm very confident this is not going to hold up, but we're going to have fun with it. And that's kind of why we're here, is just to have fun and work through challenging pieces. And, you know, if it actually comes together, then, man, it works out. Ooh, that's tough. All right, that's really slick. It's kind of got a little pink swirl in there too. Man, I hope this one works together. It stays together. Somebody's going to get a nice box back here. This one's an iffy one, but you can still see the layers in there. Man. There we go. Still an iffy piece, but good enough for a box, I reckon. So you see the swirl on the edge. That looks to be the cleanest right there. That really nice swirly stuff. So we'll have to work our way to it. And that's going to be the challenge. And of course, we still have to ask the question, is it consistent enough? Like that white area there is smooth, but this one here is a little bit crustier. Of course, this one's real crusty. Might end up just getting a long point in through here, and I'd be fine with that. It kind of looks like we got to do anyways, because this right here is real thin and brittle. So I think what we got to do next is just kind of strike some of the flaky stuff off. That's a cute little small there. And that is fractured, so I won't put it in a box. But just kind of running the seam. So see, just kind of pulling that apart. Just trying to whittle it down. Again, very thin. Not sure how this will work out in the end. But gonna save some of the better flakes. Look at the flaking on that, or the kind of the zebra print. I think it looks pretty neat. I think that's the coolest thing about these rocks is every piece is a little bit different. You never know what you're gonna get, and sometimes it's just a really neat find there in the stone. Let's see. That's nappy. At work, we call those incipient fractures. Yep, that's exactly right. It's hello, Harvey from Texas. What's up, Harvey? I've been doing it for about 5 years, a little over 5 years. It's the same material, Jasper. Yep. You looking to see? Still looking to see it? Maybe we'll get there, Eric. Azzo says hi. What's up? Patriots here. What's up, buddy? As it says, you should certainly connect it to a pole and show us how far I could be thrown. I guess I could. It'd be very dangerous. Brennan's here. What's up, Brennan? Adam's here. Embrace the nightmare. It says, hello, Red Eye, Brent. Yep. Everybody's saying hello. Hit the like button. All right. Joe, Brennan. All right. John says, I found a medium-sized boulder, pretty dense. Uh-oh. You gotta show me a photo of that sometime later or tomorrow. Evan says, collected some last week. Uh-oh. You know, I haven't heard of that, so I'm curious how it works. Johnny Sear says, a good tip today where to find some good Eastern Onondaga. Uh-oh. Is that coastal plains? You know what? I technically call it coastal plains, but it's not. It's Georgia Jasper. So it's in the coastal plain region, but it's Georgia Jasper. Yeah, said hi. I'm distracted at the end of the broadcast. I gotcha. Birds Amigo says hi. OZL says oi. Is that French? I'm not quite sure. Oui. I think it's oui. That's why I said that. Oui. Yeah, this will be a long, but hopefully really nice, beautiful point. Won't be super wide though. Already kind of making my intentions known by allowing this to be the tip on there. What's up, Mark? Okay. That's a really neat flake. Look at the pattern in there too. A little bit of pink, some nice swirl. Really hope it holds together. It might not. Hoping for the best, of course. Why would we not? Hope for the best. There we go. Good flake. This cortex is a bit dense, as you can tell by that strike alone. Goodness. I'm just trying to remove a flake here. Come on now. Don't be that stubborn. Whew. There we are. Again, you get to see the cool layers in the stone too. Alright, this could be really good or really bad. One way or the other. Alright, so getting under the cortex finally, there's still some crud, but I think we're going to have plenty enough room to catch what we need to catch to get this down to where we want it to be. You can see the line there, right there, how it travels. We just got to make sure we're above that line. So if we start thinning out everything on this side and all we're left is that, we'll be in a rough spot. But if we kind of manage where we're at, we should be okay. And again, under all that, it's going to be a lot of nice Jaspers. Just got to make it through. There we go. So crud on that side and sweet looking stuff here. Make me a moderator so I can get rid of stupid trolls. I don't know how to do that. I'll look into it, Patriot. John says, enjoy the Jake Master. I'll check back later. Got some other stuff. Hey, no worries, John. Thanks for swinging by. What bopper size is that? 2 inches. I got it from Richard White. Candace says hello. What's up, Candace? Not sure how to do it. I'll click on your name, though. See if that does it. Pin message. Don't want to report you. Add as a moderator. All right, managing or standard. Can manage blocked words and change chat modes in line. Can review and hide or put users. I think standard is probably what we'll do. All right, we got you as a standard moderator. All right. All right. First time trying this stuff out, so bear with me here. I'm old-fashioned. What can I say? Old-fashioned. Did everybody see the point that I made earlier? Out of the same kind of stuff? If not, there you go. I don't think this will traverse all the way. Now it might. Oh yeah. Let's see if we can put puzzle pieces back together. I was never really good at puzzles, but I found out I'm better than my mom because every time we work on puzzles together, I go up there, help her out. I'm always better than her apparently, so I guess I'm okay at it. So it took off, took off about that much. So we did really good. So it didn't overshoot to the point that it came all the way across and lipped to here, but it did shoot quite a ways. And again, a good platform, isolated, thinned out on both sides, and able to remove a big honking flake. Now, one thing I'm seeing is there's a little area there. But honestly, this is looking sweet. Better than I would have thought. No doubt. I was really expecting this to kind of be a dud. This will be an interesting strike here. All right, so we did the exact same thing. Caught it to about right there. And removed it off. And again, for those joining, we're just trying to make a blade, essentially. And we're using some copper tools. Try to thin this joker down. And get a nice looking point. Might have went a little too hard in. But we did fine. Didn't do bad. I think we're past all the bad stuff, funny enough. This side has the pink, so I kind of want to keep that. Although this side is low, so I do need to get rid of the lowness. Oh, that does work out. It's on the bottom of the pink side, so we're fine, we're fine. This is tricky. Base strikes are always tricky. You gotta kind of shoot in rather than down. You gotta shoot in. It was interesting. My buddy Brian told me one time that when I'm fluting, I oftentimes just shoot straight in. Now, your platform has to be correct to do that, but the idea is the shot goes better than, you twisting it is kind of the idea. aren't as prominent, we can kind of clip them off. And clipping them off a certain direction so that we can keep this side and lower this one to strike off this face. That's kind of the point there. Quick catch up on the chat here. Yep. All right. So Patriots later, boys. Oh, we'll see you later, Brennan. Watching. I gotcha. John's the man. If you, John is the man. Managing too much power. I gotcha. Passing while. Oh, he is. Movie touch. Sweet. No napping on the job. I got burned from helping my mama puzzle. I gotcha. Like, hit the like button. Freehand where it's. Yeah. Clean up that hinge first. Careful. It's not the point. I got you, David. Don't worry. He's wearing a hat. I just never. How did you know? How did you know? So we lowered this platform. For the sole purpose of thinning it out. Start at one end. Kind of miosi our way down. I don't think that's a word. Mosey is, but not miosi. Now, hitting that high up isolates this platform. Although it is on some Cortex, I gotta be careful. Oh, come on. We'll get it. It's just on some Cortex. There we are. Now let's see if we can put puzzle pieces together. That's a good flake. It's a good one too. Those are big enough. Big enough to keep. For those joining, this is just a big raw piece of Georgia Jasper. We're trying to make a, get the light on it, trying to make a blade, kind of like that. And we're using some copper tools to whittle our way down. My dog here in the background, he's laying his head on a piece of Jasper, believe it or not. Oh, well, he was, not right now, I guess. Isn't there a scripture about somebody having a rock as a pillow? I think there is. Was it Joshua or David or? Somebody needs to find that. Who was it that had a rock as a pillow in the Bible? It's in there. Hopefully this doesn't overshoot. It did, but kind of on our own terms. So this will be a really good definition of an overshoot, but kind of a calculated one. So it shoots all the way across the point and takes off a little bit there, but that becomes a platform for the bottom side. And so it doesn't like wrap in the middle. It does wrap on the edge, but that becomes a perfect platform while also flattening the side out. So it just kind of rolls over like a slip and slide. That's a good flake as well. I'm giving y'all all my good flakes. Why am I doing that? But you see where this thickness is in here? That platform is just gonna very easily tackle all this mess in here. So that's why that was a good thing. Catch up on comments real quick again. Wearing a hat to hide my nappy hair is exactly right. We're doing, what's it called? It's called flint napping. Napping flint. Technically this would be flint jaspering, I guess. No. Jasper napping, I guess. This Jasper. That boppers up. Dude, I'm telling you. Knapping or just Knapping? Flint Knapping. Jasper Knapping. We call it Flint River here in Georgia. That particular church, yeah. This is this wouldn't be Flint River is a little more consistent. It's just a little bit different, just slightly different. It comes in different variations. Do you sell what you make? I do, Russell. From time to time. It was Jacob. Oh, it was Jacob. What a legend. That's my name too. So W the Rock Pillow. Nice Flake. What's up? 417's here. What's up? Eli says, what does the scratching with the other rock do? It makes it really, you're able to see it better because there's whitening. So it just creates a little bit of chalk, whereas this one, so you're able to see it better. Also, this is very fragile and it just chips off. And so that can be very hard to drive a flake because it just wants to chip the edge. You need a really dull edge so that you can drive the force. If you're doing it on here, it's not really driving the force, it's just crushing. But here, it'll actually, I don't know if that makes sense. But it helps with producing bigger flakes or predictable flakes is why you typically use it. Smaller bopper. Smaller boppers can do some damage too now. Don't want to slip on them. We got to even out our base. So that's what we're going to do. Is even out the base. And again, if you can afford to go with smaller boppers, you know, it's definitely preferable. Or bigger boppers is preferable, but smaller boppers generally less strain on the blade. That was good. And you know what we do with all those basal strikes is if they ever hinge out, it gives us a good ridge. So it works out either way. Okay. And again, the fact that it's flaking so well with a small bopper gives me good hope for the remainder of the piece. Now, this is where we had the overshoot and where I imagine we'll have a little bit of success drawing a good flake here. The question is, how good will it break, etc. No, it did really well. Took off a nice flake, and you can see that there is a little bit of druzy pocket action in there, which means I want to thin this side down just a tad bit more. Even if we lose a little pink, it'll be worth it to kind of avoid any problems. And the spider webbing on this side is nice anyways, so not really worried about it. Let's see. So I set this platform up where I think it'll run well. We'll have to see here. Oh yeah. So it overshot a tad bit more than we wanted to, but again, it turns the edge, so it's not terrible. But again, a little bit more than we wanted to, but now that means we can reassess and say, do I want Well, this is going to be our tip anyways. We got to draw in, so actually I don't think that's that bad. I think we're okay. Still got a good ridge to run there. I think we're doing solid. But because of that overshoot, that tells me I need to go ahead and start switching down a size in bopper. Let me catch up on the chat here. Let's see. Gotta go back quite a bit here. In European archaeology, they call flakes that roll over the other ones ultra bassa. Interesting. Eli, it knocks off the weak platforms. Yeah. Yep, I see the difference. Do you ever work any of that coral down there? Oh, you best believe. I finished this one. I'm trying to sell it. I finished it a couple days ago for like, I don't know what I want for it. Maybe like, I don't know. I feel like 80 bucks would be fair on that one. I got another coral Noonan I made like 3 years ago. Kind of been in a keeper case, but I figured I'd sell it too for 80 bucks. And then I got this Alabama Coastal Simpson that I really, really love. Figured I'd sell it for 80 bucks as well. So yes, I do sell my stuff from time to time. I do work tons of coral. Thanks. Thanks, Patriot. Hey guys, what's crack-a-lackin'? What's up, Prairie? What's up, Ken? Almost missed the notification. Nice rock, thank you. Just got here. What's up, Carson? This is Georgia Jasper material. Georgia Jasper. Hey, Ken, thanks for the heads up. It is Georgia Jasper, yeah. No problem. Thank you. Heck of a bopper, yeah. Proper copper bopper. I like that. PCB. Said hi, gorgeous touche. That's good. Thanks. Thank you. Nice boys love the rock. I aspire to be. Oh man, we'll keep going at it. Carson says, all right. Well, thank all y'all for being in here and encouraging me to keep on doing and pushing on. Little incipient seam there, a little incipient crack, but I think we can get around it. And even if it's in the final point, who cares? Who cares? Not me. That was really good. Didn't want to go all the way over, but just enough where we got a good flake. Hey, bro. You okay, buddy? I still see you down there, don't worry. I was not planning on making a point out of this today, so this has really been a treat. And that traverse, I'm gonna put it together for this, just for the sake of showing you that I was really worried about the white spots in the middle. Sometimes those can be difficult to catch, but we did really well. This material's doing really well for me so far. Don't want to jinx myself. Again, this incipient crack is kind of scaring me a little bit. So I'm gonna work up to it. I really wish it wasn't in there. It's basically just a little seam that can sometimes be done because of flint knapper error or because I put it in there, but it can also be just because that's just what the stone is, and you take it or you leave it. But this stone's too pretty, so I'm not gonna leave it. I'm gonna do something with it. That was a dense area. See, that didn't sound amazing. Didn't cause any damage really, but I think that was just a denser part of the stone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift this up substantial a little bit. So that we can actually, yeah, see how it's bouncing off? Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough sign. From that side, that means this side is a little bit tougher and it's gonna take a little bit more finessing to get it to do what I want it to do. I've got to be careful here. There we go. Did well. That was a tough one, but it worked. It worked. All right. Getting down to kind of a nitty-gritty part of the stone, and this side looks immaculate. And so I think I'm gonna just lay it down for a minute and work on the next piece that I have in the video, because this one might be even more candy than this one, and they're both raw Jasper. So I'll take a quick sip of my Diet Mountain Dew. I mean, I didn't want to pour it in a cup, you know, and get all this Flint Knapping dust everywhere. That makes sense, right? Yeah, that makes sense. That totally makes sense. Don't judge me. All right, so now we're gonna be working this piece. We have a seam through there, through here. Got a seam coming up. See the shadow? Got an incipient crack going across. See the shadow? So this will be very interesting. Go back here. Neat. What's up, Rocky? Stay safe and protected. I'll do my best, Calvin. Hit that like button. Yeah. Perry says, thanks, Patriot, by the way. Perry says, looks like a dirt bike. Probably. No, I'm not sure where it's from. Jeremy says, I've never seen this done before. What's the purpose of grinding the edge? It's to strengthen the edge, to shoot a really good flake. To be able to shoot a flake off. It's called a braiding. Yep. To knock the fragile edge off, to make it sturdy. That's exact. Words out of my mouth. Weak areas helps create a stronger platform. That's exactly right. Braided tends to just crack. Exactly. Okay. Yeah. Dang, y'all type too fast. Are y'all cooking your stone? This one's raw, actually, David. But we do cook it from time to time. Looks raw. I know he does both. Sunday glove. What? Alan, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. It does. Nice piece. Thank you. I think he prefers raw Jasper. We'll cook coral coastal. Yeah. And this one was heated slightly, but I did finish this one today. This one was from Alan. You may remember, and others from the live stream yesterday, day before, where I was working down a piece of Jasper. It was like midway in the stream. I was like, you know, that looks like a cool piece. And I started working it down. And, so I sometimes cook Jasper, but generally will cook coral and coastal. But I have worked raw coastal and raw coral before. Although raw coral is its own beast. Judgment free zone. I drink Mountain Dew out of the bottle. Garden says hi. What's up? Drink Mountain Dew out of the bottle with Flint. Oh boy. Yeah. Bottle's good if you have a cap on it. Oh wow, 350 is insane. Hit the oh, thank you, Ed. That's how I'm. All right, I think I'm caught up on all the comments here. So let's get the cracking. Now there's a little ravine here. The best part of the stone is going to be up under the cortex. There's a ravine here, so we got to shoot off this part anyways. That's just kind of the nature of it. Now generally, if I want long, thin flakes, I'll go with this one. But if I want like a honking, or let's say honking, if I want a thicker one, Where's the bopper I'm looking for here? Don't tell me I done lost it. It's under me somewhere for sure. And I'm not gonna be able to find it today. So, whoopsie daisies. Oopsie daisies. I don't think, oh, is that it? Let's go, I found it. Y'all are in luck. All right. So this one can often produce a little bit thicker bulb of percussion. It's a nice little flake. I'll throw it in a box for somebody. But now once we get into this, yeah, I like to thin it out a little bit more. What's up, Marshall? We're still live, okay? We're still working on some arrowheads. So you just keep trucking along and we'll be a-okay, all right? Okay, sounds like a plan, okay. So we got a really good platform here to just really drive in and smack it. And this will kind of show us a little bit more of what's going on as well inside the stone. It may break right here. It looks like there's a, yeah, I think that's actually gonna take. Let me just go ahead and bite the bullet. By the way, something you'll notice here, see this little area here where it's a little bit more condensed. So you have like straight gold. Over here you have kind of this color. Let's see where it's at. But this Jasper, you can often encapsulate different portions of the rock. Oh man, I thought I definitely had it. I had it over here 2 days ago. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be joking. I bet you I put it over there with some of the other stuff. Well, crud. Anyways, well, Marshall, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? It's not time to go yet. So, well, let me catch up on comments here. Judgment free zone, yep. It's like, looks like Patriot's doing his job there. Thank you, brother. RIP is a mod. Yeah. You can be too, Alan. I really don't care. I guess one's enough for a stream. Few trolls. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you're catching them more than I am, Patriot. Colton is back. Dude. My brother. What's up? Yeah, this runs all the way across. This is going to break. At some point, this is going to break for sure. That's a good flake. We take the good flakes now. Colton, I saw that you had messaged me, but honestly, I did not open it yet. So I'm going to have to do that. So my apologies. My apologies. I did see your message, though, but I didn't read it yet. But I'm glad you're here, man. Colton's getting to be a good napper, although he had been napping recently. You'll be hearing his name sometime soon, because he is getting good. Oh yeah, looky there. What a flake. That was a really good one too. And even this raw stuff, this is just some candy stuff. It's hard to find Jasper quite like this. And I say that because I got a ton of boulders and oh, it's not kind of tough. I'll throw it in a box. And very rarely do you come across, this is probably the best out of some of the ones I've found, but some of the best also comes with seams. You got to be careful. I'll send you a picture of later than oh man, I'd love to see it. Sean says hello, 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 howdy. Is that too much? I can't really tell. Can't really tell. Gonna play it conservative here. Again, if this thing breaks all the way in half, at some point, all good. Because we got us a deadgum humdinger of a raw blade right there. And then the one earlier, remember it had a druzy pocket? The whole thing is a druzy. So, hey, we're counting our blessings here. Still got some good stone to work at the end of the day. Now this is going to traverse over the nasty. So again, if it breaks, it breaks. It's looking better the further in we go, but the problem is there's only so far we can go on the other side. And again, I'm trying to keep the side that's closest to the cortex, even if that means losing some width and length. I'd rather have cleaner, better material in this case than the other way around. No! That's the end of my abrader. Crud. Do I have another one over there? I hope I have another one. All right, y'all sit tight. Marshall, you stay there, okay? Stay. Stay, bub. Hold there, bub. Yeah, I see one. Stay. Brand new. I hate the brand new ones. You gotta break them in for a while. But, gotta break them in at some point. So might as well start now on some of this rough and tough stuff. Usually the corners give way first, so that's what I'm gonna start with. Okay. Was I trying to shoot down? I guess I was. I don't know if I want to now. Yeah, I guess I got to. Ooh, that was... Yeah, I'm gonna have to break it in for sure. There we go. So that traversed over it. I think it did catch that line. I'm honestly not sure. Stay. You're okay, buddy. You did good. Yeah, having to use the corners first and foremost. Uh-oh, another little seam in the stone. Got to be careful with. Good flat plate. This one's tricky because this is kind of the source of where that seam originates, and it looks like that's the one that keeps coming. So we might have to chip off that whole side here. It's looking like that's going to be what we got to do. Yeah, because it's just really, yep, it's just that kind of piece, I'm afraid. But I guess we don't lose length, hopefully. Hopefully. Just a little better. Yep, there's that seam again. It cuts out there, so I don't know. There we go. It caught. I don't think there's any incipient cracks, so maybe we're good from here on out. Again, that does slightly benefit us because we're wanting to keep the better side. And you know, you got to whittle the tip down on one end at some point, so just preemptively. Now there's our seam we got to get out. So we're just working our way to it. Hoping it doesn't continue too far. Oh boy, was there another one there? Not along here, but there was in that area on this side. Well, still fine. We're still a-okay. I will switch down a size boppers. Sometimes you can catch the corners of these little rascals and draw a flake off of. Able to do it there. Again, wanting to keep the top side, so I'm going to bevel it this way so I can shoot across the bottom. But honestly, for sake of length, I got to get rid of the top. So I guess we're at a point where we got to converse it over. Is what it is. Good news is it's all good material for the most part. Just a matter of keeping it together. And I know I'm behind on comments, so bear with me here. I think we're gonna go like Simpson probably. See how that one cascaded over. Yep. This is right by that seam. Did good. I think we'll probably stop there. This one's definitely going to be a paleo piece. So I had 3 boulders. One had an incipient crack. This one's going to be insane. This one's going to be a nice paleo. This is probably the cleanest out of all of them for sake of quality. Now, I don't want to keep whittling those down. Kind of want to work on bigger stuff. I think that's what y'all want to see. Marshall's behind me like, what's going on? What's going on? There was this one in the other video that was kind of neat, but I want to save it for a little bit. Let's see if there's a preform or big, we can whittle this down. This is a piece of Flint River. Y'all were asking about that earlier. And I'm going to catch up on comments real quick. Catch up on the comments. Let's see. Yeah, I'm way behind. Okay. Way behind. Oh my goodness. All right, I think I finally caught up. I want to do long form videos of my napping, but horrible internet. I understand that. Andrew Bob says, hipsters ruin Carhartt. What do you mean? I've been wearing Carhartt since I was a kid. Hassan, I appreciate that. Never fear, REP is here. What's the trick for heat treating Florida coral? I'm gonna pin this one and come back to it here. Because I want to make sure I answer that one. All the way back up here. But I bet you're same here except for, yep, coral up to, how long have you been playing? Oh, 31 years. Goodness. That's really, really cool. Strings, okay, metal. And I'm just skimming through here. Strings. Is that church egg? Looks buttery. It is kind of buttery. It's Georgia Jasper. And this is Flint River. This is heated. This is not, which is kind of interesting because this is definitely more buttery, at least in this picture. I'm gonna make silver pickup way. Okay. You still doing some daggers from time to time, Colton, but I haven't posted any. Teardrop card down to the punches. You should do that too. Kind of All right, finally caught up. All right, thanks guys. This is just some Flint River. Nothing wild or crazy here, but I believe it's heated. It is for sure. Now, who wants to see how thin can we go on this? Yes, no, maybe. Now, it's already not super wide. We don't really have great platforms either, which is tragic. So probably gonna have to shimmy our thing in here. Oh, what's the trick for heat treating coral? Give it a lot of heat and have plenty of time to, you know, sit by the kiln if you don't have an electric way to do it. But the trick to heating coral is just honestly knowing how to heat treat in general. It definitely takes, again, a little bit more heat on average than most materials. Just get a kiln or a turkey roaster. Yeah, this isn't gonna be a thin, yeah, this one's tough. No thin as we can go on this one, I'm afraid. And then usually it's a couple day process at least, where you heat the stone up to about, say, 200 degrees or so for anywhere between 10 and 24 hours. And that just dries the stone out if there's any water in it. And then you slowly crank it up, very slowly, to your desired temperature, which, depending on the quality of the coral, could be 450, could be 550, could be over 600 in some pieces. This could be bad here. Worked out. But also, I guess a trick is knowing, you know, what kind of coral are you heating, how thick. I like to heat stuff that's about that thick. I don't really like going any thicker when I'm heating stuff or bigger than that. You know, this I can do if it's long and thin, but you know, got to be careful with your thickness too. The thicker it is, generally the less heat it can take. And the reason for that is because internal fractures. Just keep it plain and simple for you. What I'd like to do is kind of demonstrate shooting in on one of these pieces. This heated piece probably isn't the one to use it on. Well, I know that for a fact, honestly. But I do, like I said, I want to demonstrate what it's like to use those other boppers, because some of y'all, that's about all you got, and that's okay. definitely usable, just got to know how to use them, which can be tricky, certainly for newer nappers. All right, so I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna try to demonstrate that for you. Let's see. I guess we can fool around with a rough Jasper again. Or, this is a normal biface of Flint River. Let's see about using this big old thick mammer jammer to see how we can go about doing this. I don't have a hammer nearby, which is really tragic because this tip is pretty brutal right now. But thin pieces like this, you really don't want to have to be using this bopper, but again, it can be used mostly for striking in. You know, more so pushing in and down than just down. But I want to show that it can be used. These boppers are known to kind of gouge out quite a bit. But there, it can run over and not gouge out. It just depends on how you use it. Let's see. I'm gonna unpin the message there. Catching up on okay, gotcha. I used to play a little bit of guitar, never got really good. I got really good at playing certain things, but again, just pinch it and it'll fly off. Shoot it and you'll be a-okay. Really just a matter of just intentionality and then knowing how to shoot in the stone. Honestly, a good way to do it is just to practice abrading the edge. Because you want to push in a little bit when you abrade it, and then do the same thing when you bop it. That might be the best way to illustrate it there. It's not really brute force down. If I'm just brute force down, I mean, it's going to cause me problems. But if I'm shooting a little bit in and down, kind of peeling it off like a banana, that'll do me a little better. Shooting in. And again, even on a piece like this, you can really thin it down. All right, now let's go back to, this is another piece of coastal that I was working on. This is the one from the earlier video. This was too, but I never did get to fool around and quite finish this one. This is probably going to overshoot here. Or not. I'm kind of glad it didn't. Well, I guess I'm glad and I'm not glad. Wouldn't have been a bad thing if it overshot. In fact, yeah, so this is going to hinge out pretty bad, I think. That's what I'm going for. Yep. So good hinge out. But honestly, that clears up a lot of thickness there, so we can just run over and catch this really quickly, hopefully. Just kind of bevel the edge down like that, so that we can shoot and catch this area in through here. Not a great platform, honestly, here. Be just enough to catch it. Come on, there we go. Again, this is raw Alabama coastal. This is definitely gonna need some heat, but it's fun to play around with, no doubt. Again, it's just what I grew up on. It's my favorite material. It's awesome. Is Snyder here in the chat yet? I don't know if I've seen him here today. Everybody's still talking about guitars. All right, hey, no problem. No problem. Y'all talk about whatever you want to. Thicker bumper will do the job. Hey, Marsh, you're okay. Stay there, bub. You're a trooper, bud. You're doing good. Proud of you. Everybody on here says hello. Mm-hmm. Yep, everybody says hello, big boy. It'd be cool to actually take Marshall to a nap-in and for y'all to see him in person. I think that would be really cool. I guess it's technically doable. I don't see why not. I just don't go to many nap-ins. I think that would be neat. Glass here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's hear something get around. Where's Tommy tonight? Usually he's infiltrating the chat, but I don't think I've seen him here tonight. Him or Ralph. What's up with those guys, huh? They're just missing out. That's all I can say. They're missing out. There we go. I think this is probably a good stage to go ahead and call it for this piece. I can put it in the kiln and dial it in a little bit better. A little bit better. But while I'm still confident, do a couple bass strikes. So again, heat treating makes the stone more fragile, so I want to avoid a couple of tough problems if I can. There we are. Yeah, now I'm pretty comfortable with that one. Okay, what's next? This is a piece of coastal I've just kind of had laying around. It's a heated piece. Tommy, what's up? Dude, we've been waiting on you, man. Alan Hunt says, pretty impressive. Thank you. Trying to go back here. Still alive, didn't get a notification tonight. Yeah, we're still alive. All right. Yeah, glad y'all are here. Now we're just missing Mr. Snyder. And Patriot's doing his job there. And everybody's on board. All right. So we've been cruising. So quick update on what we've done. So from the stuff in the thumbnail, The first one had a massive druzy pocket all the way across. You can see it. The second largest one is coming out really good. And this is just raw Jasper, but it's still very, very glassy. This is the glassiest one of them all. It's gonna be probably a paleo piece. And then I finished up a Jasper point from yesterday, Tommy. Remember the Pickwick we were working? Had a round tip. Well, I finished it up. The video should post either tonight or tomorrow. But I was really pleased with this one. I think it came out really nice. Big old Pickwick. There we go. Thanks, bud. So this one, Coastal just has one of those weird things where every time you hit it, you feel like it's gonna break. I think that's what I'm in store for here in this particular piece. Is every time you hit it, even if it's glassy, which this one is, you just kind of feel like, oh boy. Because down here, it's a little bit grainier, well, a lot grainier than up at the top. Which makes me think I probably want to work the grainier part first. Get it behind me. Problem is, this almost wants to be like a bowling bevel or something. This one, or a even a boggy is what this wants to be. It's kind of what it's telling me, because it's one of those where getting it real slick across the face, it's going to be rather difficult. And so usually when I see that it's going to be a little difficult for me, I go ahead and say, all right, well, if I'm not going to get good flake scars with it being a wide point, then I'm going to think about how I can get it really good. This is a good illustration here where you got some translucent, shiny, shimmery coastal here, and then just absolute grain nastiness there. Clifford says hello. What's up? I do sell some boxes, medium boxes from time to time. That's right. See now everybody hit the like button. Yeah. Tater, oh, later. Tater, later. Are you leaving, Ed? La Raza and Ajla says hi. What's up? Ed, Drew says one of the best pieces I ever got when I came from Flint Avenue. I think about it. Pane of glass that gets shot with a BB gun and how it moves. Yes, it's a really, really neat illustration. I haven't done one myself, but it's really cool. It says, RJ gonna head out, get ready for school tomorrow. I'll catch you on the next live stream. Hope school goes awesome, buddy. And give it your all. Have a good day, enjoy it, get plenty of rest, and go with a smile on your face. Hope it's a good day tomorrow. Thanks for stopping in, Colton. Appreciate you, buddy. Watching from Vietnam. Well, thankful that you're here. Amiga Psych. Is that friend Psych? So I'm not sure what language that is, but welcome. See ya, Colton. Any of the Mikes show up tonight? I'm not sure if Mike Mason showed up tonight or not. In all honesty, just not sure. I see you, Marshall. Don't worry, I see you. I see you, buddy. Don't worry. Oh, yeah, I know. You've been in here for an hour and a half. I did feed him beforehand, so he's not hurting there. What you think, bub? Huh? You know who's coming tomorrow, Marshall? Mom Mom said she's gonna be here tomorrow. She said she's gonna come see you. You remember Mom, don't you? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you do. Yep. Good flake. So again, up here, really glassy. And boy, if I had that for the whole piece of coastal, man, that'd be awesome. But you know, not quite lucky. Not quite lucky enough. Transition here is pretty harsh. Oh, come on. There we go. Getting frustrated. Yeah, this one's gonna be a boggier Bolin or Simpson or something. Depends on how things roll out. Yeah. So we traversed some of that craziness there in the middle, but still gonna be really tricky. Oh, Mike's here, man. On cue. Absolutely. All right, Mike, so I got to give another update. So from the thumbnail, the first one broke because of a druzy pocket that went all the way across, but we still got a good piece in return. This is the third one. It's really glassy. It'll turn into a Clovis most likely. It's raw. And then this was the long one, and it's coming out great. It's another raw piece of Georgia Jasper. And I finished the one from yesterday, big old Pickwick blade. So this one will be much longer if it holds together. So that's what you missed. And we fooled around with this purple one a little bit. And now we're working, on some Alabama Coastal. And I told everybody I got this levy coral for sale for 80 bucks. This one for sale for 80 bucks, Coral Noonan. And this Alabama Coastal Simpson for 80 bucks as well. So if you want to message me on email, if you want those, you can have them. Whomever is watching. But now we're working down this piece to try to do whatever we can do. Oh, I gotta keep going here. Let's go Flip Napper. I used to do this a few years ago, just got busy. Oh man, well cool. So you're kind of familiar with it then. Have you got you some boppers yet? Cash money? It says start chipping again. Absolutely, heck yeah. Hit 100. Oh, we did hit 100. Looky there. Have you taken any game with those? I have not. I do think that would be cool though. I got you. I gotcha. Can you make a Clovis point? I might. I have. This was a 10-minute challenge Clovis that I did. Pretty brutal. But that gives you an idea of what I can do in 10 minutes with this ball. You have 2 boppers. Hey, honestly, that's all you need, you know, just to keep going. I got snow today in Colorado. My goodness. Elijah. What's up, Elijah? Good biblical name there. Alrighty. Again, real slick up here near the tip. Like super slick. Back here is just all crud. And again, that's common for coastal to not get a completely, that's why you just don't see a lot of big points out of Alabama coastals, because it's hard to get a consistent piece. Just the way it is. It just be what it bees. this probably won't do everything that I want it to on the first pass, but it'll flake into the other side at least. Uh-oh, that didn't look good. Could have been better. Tough stuff will take a flake over it, but it's very, very dry, like super dry. Buddy, I'm gonna need to do something where get you a ball to play with or something while we're out here, because you're gonna bother me and I want you to have fun. So. Plus, I was at church most of the day today, and so he didn't get to spend much time with me. So, poor Marshall's just. I think I'm gonna have to give him a good old ear scratch once we're done with the live stream. I think he deserves it. I think he does. Let's see here. Man, I gotta go back a little bit. Okay, here we go. Catching up on comments. Well, if you're selling things, tell us your preferred. Oh, pretty much anything. Check in the mail, or PayPal, friends and family, or Venmo, or Cash App. Some of the ones that I'm accepting. Not for donations, by the way, for arrowheads, in case you're new here. Got some snow today. Red feather, keep that snow. Reminds me of Jupiter. Gretchen says hi. What's up, Gretchen? Pyro says your content is awesome, brother. I'm new here. Just see, make one of those huge dash-side dance blades sometime. Hey, man, I'm telling you. Again, this isn't gonna match one of those big old dance blades, but I have made some pretty big ones in the past. I'll see if I can show those off sometime. Let's see. I have a big one in a small one, a glass piece, got 200 pounds. Oh boy. Can you melt those? Melt is an interesting term. So we heat them up, and some say that they melt. Some say that they just condensify. But I guess you could say yes, and it'd be somewhat accurate. Gretchen says, what are you doing? And what's he doing? Well, my dog's just kind of hanging out here. But what we're doing is making arrowheads. So we're turning points like this into points like these that you can haft or put in a frame, or I don't know. We're just kind of mimicking some of the styles that the natives used to make, and using some of the material that was found on some of their sites just to kind of have fun. Bottom half is there we go. He's pushing rock progression. Yep. What are you gonna do with that? Yeah. Turn it into an arrow. Just make an arrow. Yep. You're hunting mammoths. Great. That's a simple way of saying it, is make it like that. Yeah. Oh, so y'all basically took care of it. Why am I even reading the comments? I think you can make a harpoon point hunting mammoths. Well, no mammoths left, but it would be cool. Giant bird point. Yeah, exactly. Could you hold up one of the longer flakes to show us, please? Flakes? Like flakes off of this? I don't know if I have any ones that I've done recently, but they just kind of fall off. But like flakes come in different varieties. Some are this big, some are massive. But if you want to see a flake off of this, I don't know exactly what you're asking, but kind of strike the edge there, and it pulls a flake off like that. I don't know which one of these it was, but anyways, this wasn't the one, but yeah. I trade my cousin for a point. No, any progress on the challenge of those lures expanding stem? Oh, Wicked, what's up, Wicked? I have not. I didn't look into it. I'm very sorry. Gretchen, what did mammoths do to you? No, there are no mammoths left on the earth, Gretchen. We're just joking around. Patriot says I'm a caveman. Wicked's from Utah. Okay, okay. The Dolores expanding stem. I'm gonna have to look that up. Oh, you're a caveman. Vengeance on whatnot, revenge on game. What game, man? Where do you get this from? This from new sub. I have to go, but definitely. Thanks, Cash. Really, really appreciate that. Man, I'm trying to go live quite often, so hopefully we can catch you again. Good to meet you. You have to tell me your name in the next stream at least. Good to meet you. Will says, I was asking, thank you. There's a song from the Labyrinth going through my head after all the series of questions. Mike's laughing. Gretchen says, oh. All right, well, I think I'm caught up. Marshall, what you say, bro? You can come say hi? All right. Come on up. Up. Up there. There you go. Just taking a 5 minute, like a 1 minute break here. Say hello to Marshall here. Get my Diet Mountain Dew. Can't go wrong with that. You good? Stay, buddy. Oh, everybody wants to see you. See here? Looky here. Looky right there. See? Yep. See all the comments there? See all the comments as they scroll there? Yep. They're talking about you right there. They sure are. Did you know that? Okay. All right, let's get caught up on comments and we'll work on another point here. Let's see. Marshall, yeah, that's his name. I don't know why, but I love them. How do they do it? They do the super fine napping on the points. On the Dolores points or on like normal points here? I finished this one today and kind of got some good serrations, but I don't know if that's what you're asking there. Oh, watch out. Off for the flakes. There you go, right there. Good job. Good boy. God bless you. You ever think about trying to go pre-dynastic Egyptian knife? They have some crazy flaking. They actually do. They really do. I think they sanded it though. Grinded it is probably the actual term. And they just wet a stone and they would just shimmy a rock on it. They could get easy flakes. I believe we're doing good on the like. Try working that thing hard. There we go. Sweet. That one was cool. Oh, thanks, Gretchen. Thank you. Well, let me put my glove back on. We'll go inside in a minute. Remember, Mom? She's gonna be here tomorrow, okay? She'll be here tomorrow. Not today. Tomorrow. You know what that means. What do I want to work? What do I want to show off? What do I want to... I got 1,000 things here that I could do. This is another like spall of coastal. Honestly, probably just put it in the kiln just like that. It's actually this is much glassier than I thought. I may actually try to work that raw. That would be, is it translucent already? It's already translucent. Do I try to work this one raw or not? I don't do a lot of raw coastal points now. It's very uncommon to get a really good material out of coastal. Alabama coastal, that is. So maybe we try it. This one is Alabama Gulf Coast Chert. Or just coastal chert. The original FOG, yeah. Have a 2-inch head with all the flakes tied the same one. Oh, okay. I gotcha. True they were. Red Eye, what's that? I never heard of it. Red Eye will explain for you. It works. Surprised with the eyes there. Yeah, it's very possible. Sedimentary with a high silica content. Yeah, basically the FOG is flake over grind. So you flake. So we know what flaking is, the process of doing that right there. But usually it's with a pressure flaker like this, and you push it off. Flake over grind. So a really grinded, smooth surface. Honestly, kind of smooth like this, but it would be even more smooth. And just whenever you have kind of a nice convexity like that and it's smooth, you can get very consistent flakes. Very, very consistent. Now, I like doing broad percussion strikes. And so I have consistent flakes here. See the divot here, 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 and here. And then kind of a semi-hinge there, which isn't bad. And on this side, we kind of see me catching into it here and here. Those are broad, but there's a way more fine way of doing it. You can kind of see it. Oh, no, not really. Don't really have a good illustration of it right now. But, anyways, it's very, very cool looking. Anything out of obsidian. I have, and I despise obsidian. I'm trying to grind off a lump I had yesterday. Oh no, Ed. Let's see, looks like a jellyfish. What does? Oh yeah, I guess so. Hello, welcome. Obsidian is, yep. They're gonna answer it for me. There we go, natural lava glass. How is Brazil? Yeah, looks like a knife. Yeah. The flake scars are what I love the most. Oh yeah, volcanic glass. Obsidian, that's right, that's right. I don't know if this is glassy enough for me to, I don't know, it's working well. So part of me thinks we go raw. Again, what would we do raw? Like a union side notch maybe? So we aren't working with much length here. I mean, we could do a union. Obviously you want to go paleo with really nice high quality raw stuff. At least I do. Don't want to waste it on something not paleo. There we go. Just flaking over the crust of the rock there. Let's see, from a volcano, yeah. Brazil is crazy today. A little bit of obsidian, ancient volcano. Treat the knowledge, yeah. Dormant volcano, lava downs. Yeah, there we go, there's the answers. Don't go into volcanoes. I'm going on a mountain line. I'm thinking of bringing myself. Ooh, that would be cool, Wicked. Your English is poor, but you're doing your best. Hey, well, that is okay. Azanias Souza de Andrade. Azanias. Either way, we're happy to have you. Glad you're here. Most just found on the ground these days. Yeah. Longitudes for one. Yep. This is really difficult to do. Props to you for creating it. Oh, thank you, Mark. Really knows who's made of lava. Yeah. This one I'm working is not, but obsidian is. Do I have any obsidian here? I do. This nastiness of glass. I bet you, watch this. I bet you if I start working this, there's gonna be some Minecraft people online who stop by and say, obsidian. It's just, that's partially why I don't work it. It's because I'm attracting the wrong audience. But yeah, it naps like glass because it technically is glass. Naturally forming glass. And it flakes really well. Really translucent looking flakes. It's incredibly sharp. You know, a lot of people say obsidian's a bajillion times sharper than normal chert or other glass. Well, it's definitely sharp. Definitely sharp. I wouldn't say a bajillion times sharper than everything else, but it's shown up sharp. Why? Because it's glass. Now, I haven't done the science behind, you know, they say obsidian is sharper than the tip of a surgeon's scalpel. I would imagine glass is too. I would imagine, but then again, because there's, I guess you would call it silica, it might be even finer, but I don't know. Somebody in the comments might know if normal glass is just as sharp as obsidian, but obsidian gets all the praise, I think, because I had a little flake on my foot, because it's just cool. It's different, naturally forming. And anytime you use the word volcano, people are like, oh my goodness, that's cool. I actually rode a donkey up a volcano in Santorini. Technically, it wasn't on the volcano itself, but it was, yeah. Do you have other stones? Yeah. I have a bajillion other stones. Look at my rock pile. And over there, I got other things. I got Jasper way down there. More Jasper way down there. I've got a whole table, whoopsie daisies, whole table of rocks and stuff right here. So yeah, I got a ton, and that's just what's in here. Outside is a whole nother story. Come on now. Get me situated. I showed my best, Gretchen. Oh, you see, oh yeah, gotta have the old $1 safety glasses. Can't tell you how many times, even tonight, I've banged them with a flake. He's got about, I don't even know. It's a yes after my experience on West Bank Shrubbery. I've never seen it. I've never either. That would be a really good thing to do, Mike, at a molecular level. See ya. Oh, you heading out, Ed? All right, we'll see you next time. Oh, we got safety glasses, Mark. I love Flintnap, but here in Brazil, I don't have nappers. Oh man. Well, hey, there's a good online community on YouTube and Facebook, so maybe that can encourage you. Batteries dead. Have a good night. Plug it in. Batteries dead. That's fine. All right, let me go back down. Oh my gosh, it's a lot of stuff. Yeah, a little bit. See ya, Ed. In a video a little ago showing. Yeah, I sure did. I dealt with the basic. Ooh, goodness. 110. Agreed. Molecular level test. Yes. 112. A few more one by one. One by one. I tell you what. I think I would, but I think most people here for the flint napping. But maybe next time I'll do a live stream dedicated to that, and because I definitely want to do some stuff that y'all want to see, but don't want to mess up the napping either. So there we go. Sorry, my lock screen came up. Phone's being weird. Got my hand between it. Yeah, no fun. 15. Ooh. All right, you gonna save me some, Prairie? It's okay. I mean, you probably enjoy looking at that one because that one's kind of cool. Flint Ridge. It's one of my only pieces I have of it. It's very expensive. A lot of people have it. A lot of people love it. It works fantastic. I'm just not nearby it where I have good access to it, and it's a bit pricey for me. And everybody gets it before I can ever even go over there and attempt to grab some. So, but it's just Flint Ridge. Marshall, stay there, buddy. Big old white thing of coral. This was a blue and a coral I was working the other day. Tallahat is kind of neat. So this variety we could just call snowflake. This is some really tough Alabama coastal we call conglomerate, because it has a conglomeration of all these different fossils and shells. Need some Navacula. I do too, Patriot. Sounds like, yeah. Flakes like it too, a projectile. Oh man, I tell you what. Well, we're over an hour, 10:13. I mean, we're doing pretty well so far. Maybe I'll go for a little bit longer. Also some petrified palm wood. This is a flake. Kind of striations there is kind of cool. Oh, this was the piece I was looking for earlier. Well, now I know where it's at. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, there's a random piece of coral. I got 1,000 things here, but maybe that'll suffice for now. Create all the, so how it create all these different stones. Different locations, he's right, different silica deposits. Have you ever made anything from obsidian? I have, and everything I've made I've sold, because it's just not my favorite thing to work. But I have made some stuff from it, some Clovises. This is a piece of coral I got to finish up. Got some cool colors in it. What was I working? Oh, this here. Yeah, I don't know if I want to continue. It does work nicely though. I see you, Marshall. Don't worry, Marsh. I see you, bub. I see you. Yep. Took a lot of force. All right, Marshall's begging me to go in. I think I'm about to call it, guys. I've been sitting down for long enough. I think you know what that means. My behind hurts. Plus, I filmed the video before this, so I need to get up and stretch. I don't think this will work out at all. Or maybe it will, because I'm awesome. Anyways, everybody start saying their goodbyes. I know it can be lengthy. That was really good. All right, everybody's saying goodbye. If you want to catch up with the live streams, you can hit the sub button if you like. Let me catch up on comments here. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, technically church in front of the same. Yep. Probably paint it with nail polish. Yep. What up, Elijah? What's up? Oh, you're talking about the dog. Oh. You look like Lowe's employees. Yeah, they probably are Lowe's employees. Yeah. Thanks, Jake. Good evening. My dad actually works at Lowe's, by the way. Thanks, Jared. Take care, brother. Some carved them too. Carved what? Oh, silica? Oh, yeah. At times they did. With what? See you, Jake. See you, brother. Later, everyone. Lots of stuff. Jimmy, yep. Good night. Thanks, Mike. Good to have you here, Mike. Hit the like on your way out. Yeah. Thanks, Jake. Can you teach me how to make the blumper with Cooper? I know it's a little bit tougher to translate to English. Can you teach me to make the bopper with the copper? Oh, yeah. Okay. This has kind of a black felt on it, kind of, or whatever, but it's just wood. It's just a little piece of wood of any kind you want. It's kind of been dried out. These copper caps we get at stores like Lowe's and Home Depot, like home improvement stores. But Amazon also carries them. I don't know if they ship to Brazil. But if you don't have any copper, You can use metal. It's not as good, but you can use metal. So like a hammer, you can use a hammer. It's gonna slip. It's not gonna be great, but you can use a hammer. But usually you just glue these together. Sometimes people will put a weight in the top to make it a little top heavy, like this one. See how it slides down? But you can also order them online, which they're usually fairly cost effective. There are guides on, yep. There are guides on, yeah, for sure. What can I see? Stones by waterfall. Stones by the waterfall. Now, it depends on what stones you're thinking of. Have you made any? I have not. Marble actually will not take a chip, as far as I'm aware. It's more something you gotta kind of grind, I think. Definitely not going to. Sure, also city is nasty. Yeah. Alan, hey, if it's big, I'll work it, man. I'll work it. Honestly, what I may do is just, if you decided to do it, I would just ship you back the big flakes or other flakes, or I could give them away for free for a challenge or something for those who are watching. But if it's something like this, no, something like this maybe. But if it's got color or it's large, I wouldn't mind. But honestly, just knowing it came from you, I would want to do it justice. So don't take that comment too crazy. That's just up to you if you'd like to. Mostly underground, both. Yeah. Nice blumpers. We call them boppers, Boppers. But blumpers works too. That's a good word. Blumpers, old blumpers. Find them wherever you find. Oh no, no, Alan. I don't need anything from you whatsoever. But I know you mentioned it from time to time. But no, we're good. Only if you wanted to, or you wanted me to make you something or anything like that. That would be different. Some beds have good deposits too. Yeah, that's where a lot of the chert forms, especially here in the deep south. Yeah, everybody's laughing. All right. Well, we're gonna head out of here. Say one last goodbye to Mr. Marshall. You ready to go in the house, bud? Come on up here, say bye, so we can go in the house. Coming on up. There you go. All right, check out the stream here. Look right here. See this one here? See the stream? Yep, there everybody is. All right. Hammer or bumper? A little bit of both, I reckon. Hammers are not going to be as good, but bumpers are better if you can make them. We'll just start calling them bumpers. Big stuff. Stones? Yes. Except all free material. Oh yeah. Bye, Chad. All right. Good to meet everybody. Good to chat. And y'all take care. If you again want to catch up on the live streams, you can feel free to sub to the channel if you aren't embarrassed to be a sub of mine. So, all right, a different side, absolutely. All right, guys, y'all take care. Talk to you next time.